What's up, Pokemon trainers? Professor Marty here, and I have a deck check for you that I want to share with you. This deck list was donated to me by my best friend Randy Camacho, a Pokemon trader or Pokemon game player down in SoCal in the San Diego area. Randy's an awesome dude. He's my best friend. He knows a ton about Pokemon cards. He's been playing since I believe Black and White first started. And he just retains all the information. So if you ever need advice, or if you ever have any questions, or if you need a way to tech a deck, just contact Randy, and he'll definitely help you out. But anyway, this is the Mega Gardevoir list that he shared with me. I'm currently doing the challenge for the fairy decks, so I just wanted an idea I can play around with, and he went ahead and hooked it up with this list. So without further ado, let's take a look at this deck. He added one Lugia EX, and in my playtesting I did, Lugia does come in handy. Sometimes you will start with Lugia, which you definitely don't want, since we don't run double colorless in here. He's not able to attack turn 1, so he is definitely a late attacker, or maybe mid-game attacker once you get some, maybe a turn or two after you get a Geomancy in. But Lugia is definitely a versatile Pokemon card. He can do Arrow Ball, which does 20 times the number of energy attached to both active Pokemon, similar to X-Ball, and Deep Hurricane, which you'll see in one of my games, does come in handy. Does 80 damage, and if there's a Stadium card in play, this attack does 70 more, but then you gotta discard that Stadium. So Lugia, a very powerful Pokemon card, underrated for the most part, since he doesn't really hit for weakness or anything like that, and he's weak to Electric, which hasn't seen much play lately, but there are some Mega Manectric decks out there and some Raikou decks out there that can definitely destroy Lugia. So we run one Lugia. 2 Shaman EX, just a setup ability. Sky Return we're really not going to be using, but we're running 2 Shaman so we can set up early game. The star of the deck is definitely Gardevoir EX. I have the Radiant Collection Gardevoir. She has Life Leap, which is 20 damage for 1 Fairy Energy, and heal the same amount of damage done to your opponent's Pokemon by this Pokemon. So if you hit for weakness, you'll do 40, and you can heal 40 off of Gardevoir. If you have a Muscle Band, you could do also 40 or 60 or 80, depending on the weakness, stuff like that. Shining Wind, not that great of attack. For 3 Fairy Energies, does 100 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has a weakness, and her weakness is Metal times 2, and then is resistant to Dark with a 2 retreat cost. In one of my games, I believe I focus more on Shining Wind than anything else, but that's Gardevoir EX. Now we have a shiny Mega Gardevoir EX here with Brilliant Arrow, a reprint from the Primal Clash Mega Gardevoir. For 1 Fairy Energy and 2 colorless energy, Brilliant Arrow does 30 times the number of Fairy Energies attached to all your Pokemon. So to power up Mega Gardevoir's attack, we're going to be using Max Elixir, which allows you to look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach Basic Energy Finder to one of your basic Pokemon on the bench. Shuffle the rest. Mega Turbo, in case we are having to discard Fairy Energies with an Ultra Ball, or one of our Pokemon gets knocked out. We will be able to put those energies back in play and attach them to one of our Mega Gardevoirs with Mega Turbo, so we run 2 of those. We run Super Rods to get our Pokemon back. We run 2 of them actually. And this also helps get Fairy Energies back once we have used both our Mega Turbos. If we end up getting more Fairy Energy into the discard pile, we can always shuffle them back along with the Fairy Pokemon if we want. Max Potion, because Max Potion heals all damage done to your Pokemon. So this goes in combination with Aromatisse, which is our support Pokemon for the deck. Fairy Transfer, as often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may move a Fairy Energy attached to one of your Pokemon to another Pokemon. Then we can use Max Potion and transfer the Fairy Energy back. Strong combination there. We're only running 1 Xerneas. This is our preferred starter, so that we can attach a Fairy Energy Geomancy and start setting up Fairy Energies to our bench Pokemon. 1 Xerneas EX, another possible attacker for the deck. Xerneas EX is a Fairy Pokemon that, alright, Red Oreo, I'm gonna have to decline, sorry. Xerneas EX does Breakthrough for 60, and this attack does 30 damage times the number of this attack does 30 to one of your opponent's bench, so 60 and 30 to the bench, and 60 to the active. And then X Blast, 2 Fairy, 2 double colorless, but he can't use X-Blast in your next turn, and it does 140. So Xerneas EX, another attacker. Jirachi, Stardust, does 10 damage, and discard special energy attached to one of your Pokemon. This is just to help us buy a turn if we need to, if we're getting overwhelmed. 2 Battle Compressor to get our supporters and Fairy Energy into discard pile. The 4 Max Elixirs, 2 Max Potions, 2 Mega Turbo, 2 Super Rods, 4 Ultra Balls to help us shorten our hand so that we can Shaman and also get whichever Pokemon we need to set up. 4 Versus Seeker, 1 AZ, 1 Hex Maniac to shut up abilities for our opponent, kind of to buy us some time once we attack, won't allow them to play any abilities. 1 Lysander allows us to switch one of our opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. 1 N. We run 1 Pokemon Fan Club. This is great for getting out a Shaman and a Spritzy, or Spritzy and a Fairy Pokemon. Works really well if you get one of these in your opening hand. 3 Professor Sycamore, strongest draw support we have. 4 Fairy Gardens. 2 Experience Share. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may move 1 basic energy card attached to it to that Pokemon, to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So this comes in real handy since we don't want to lose Fairy Energies because they power up Mega Gardevoir. We attach a Max or Experience Share to one of our bench Pokemon, preferably another attacker like Lugia or Xerneas, or maybe even another Gardevoir we're working on. And when our active gets knocked out, instead of that Fairy Energy going to the discard pile, it will go to a Pokemon this tool is attached to. Alright, so we let's see, so get it down here. We run 2 Spirit Links. This is so that we could Mega Evolve without losing a turn. And last but not least, we run 10 Fairy Energies just to maximize the chances of hitting Max Elixir and making sure we have enough Fairy Energy so we can Geomancy as well. So all in all, guys, again, thanks to Randy for letting us take a look at this deck idea he came up with. If you guys would want to change anything from my experience from playing, testing, and you'll see in the video as well, I would probably add another supporter, preferably another N, just to help us with the way sometimes we'll start off with cards we need that we can't quite get rid of just yet, meaning the Spirit Links or Mega Turbos or Max Potions, and having a Sycamore away does hurt. So I would definitely probably add another N and possibly drop probably a Fairy Garden, but definitely finding room for another N would be great. Maybe 1 Battle Compressor and probably Lugia. Lugia does come in handy, but honestly, we definitely need to draw support, and I would definitely try to find room for N. So I'd probably drop maybe a Fairy Garden or a Battle Compressor to get us another N. Jirachi does come in handy, but not too much. So definitely these 2 cards here are, you could definitely reconsider if you like. However, as far as the Fairy Pokemon, that is pretty much the best you can do, other than maybe adding another Xerneas and getting ready to get rid of Jirachi, or get rid of Lugia and add an Xerneas. But for the most part, this is the deck idea you want to run here. Experience Share, I didn't think too much of it, but it does help. It saves your energy, especially when your attacker depends on there being a lot of energies out there. Without the energies, the attack weakens, so you definitely want to recycle your energy. But that pretty much wraps up this deck check, guys. I hope you enjoyed the 2 games. I have 2 decently good games. I end up losing my second game, so definitely if you guys have some advice or is there anything you would like to change, add it to the comments, and we'll definitely take it into consideration. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you can get some more content from me, and leave a like. Subscribing and getting the likes definitely improve the channel. Definitely I have goals in mind for the channel, and having your support and you guys showing your support definitely motivates me more. So that's pretty much it, guys. We'll go ahead and jump into game number 1. What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Professor Marty here, and I have another deck check for y'all. And we're going to be testing Mega Gardevoir and see how we do against Slam Boy 893. So good luck, Snapboy. And yes, we would like to go first. That way we can hopefully get a Spritzy down and set up. Alright, well, great. Starting Lugia. Not my favorite starter to start with, believe me. Okay, great. This makes complete sense. So, I guess we'll get rid of that. I'm gonna have to get a Shaman. Hopefully I can get an N. And it looks like we're going against Giratina, Zork, and the Metal Lynx. Alright, great. And then since we do run Fairy Transfer, alright, well yeah, I'm not either. Guess that's it. That's our turn. Let's see what our opponent does. So he's gonna need another turn to power these guys up. Giratina is weak to Fairy, so we have an advantage there. So I need a setup. I just need a supporter, and this kind of sucks because we already got one Verse Seeker in the discard pile and 2 more in our hand. So drawing a Sycamore right now would probably be pretty bad. It'd be worst case scenario. An N would be alright. I prefer another one. Sweet. Bring all the weak fairy types out. Nice. Alright, Tyrantrum. Strong setup for my opponent. Probably get rid of some more metal energies. Some supporters he don't need. Okay. So double, so probably energies this time. Alright, what were they? Yep, more energies and a Lysander. Lodestone. So my opponent's setting up very nicely. And okay, so another dead draw. Another dead draw. Great. That's pretty. Alright. I'm just gonna let him eat Shaman. You can have Shaman. And then why did I, whatever. Oh man. So this is perfect. So he's gonna get all his Bronzor set up, and if I play a Stadium, he's gonna take advantage of that and get rid of his Shamans and his Hoopas, which would be the best. Say the last spot for another Bronzor, and then he pretty much got his supporting cast on the bench there. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Those can go away, and then he'll just be left with his. All right, so my opponent helped me out. Awesome, thanks for the end. And then all he needs is, yeah, that's it, really. So I'm pretty sure the Shaman's going down. No doubt about it. Nope. Okay. No. Alright. Didn't quite understand that, but alright, very well. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's first things first, let's go ahead and get Baby Xerneas on there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on him. I'm not gonna play Fairy Garden because I don't want my opponent to get rid of those Pokemon there just yet. Get rid of Fan Club, get rid of Sycamore, and Lysander. Alright. And with that being said, we have Mega Turbos, 3 Verse Seekers. Awesome. So I'm good with that. And then let's go ahead and AZ Shaman up. Go ahead and bring up this guy. I'm just gonna play Shaman. I'm cool with it. Yep. of these, and next elixir. Nice. And I'm just gonna Geomancy. Let's pick you, and let's see. Yeah, let's focus on our fairy Pokemon because and then regardless, if he brings out his Tyrantrum and kills my Xerneas, he can get one-shotted. Unless he puts a Fine Fury Belt, which would be terrible. So we need to buy some time. We definitely need another supporter. And then even if I played Hex, it's really not going to help much because my opponent pretty much already got all his levelings done. Is he really? Don't put a Fine Fury Belt. Lysander. That's fine. That's fine. You'll get the KO, but so will I. Alright. There we go, guys. So let's do this. Alright, attach. I'm gonna Hex this time. And then let's go ahead and go with Shining Wind for weakness. Boom! 200. And now he won't be able to Metal Link anything. Hopefully I get a supporter. No. No. Come on. Opponent brings out Hoopa. I got a Lysander, so if I do draw a VS Seeker, I'm going straight for that Giratina, which I do not. I get a Jirachi. Should I play? Yes, I'm gonna play Fairy Garden because he got the Hoopa up, and then I'm just gonna Geomancy. Okay, so let's go ahead and retreat and Geomancy. That way, let's do that. Okay, so I got one Fairy Energy left in my deck. Hopefully I can get an N. I need a couple of things, man. I need a couple of things. And then how many Fairy Energies do I got in the Discord pile? One. My opponent. My opponent can do a couple things, and he can Metal Links 3 times. However, alright, what is he going after? Going after Shaman? So my opponent has a couple supporters he can choose from, and he's choosing a Lysander, so he probably has a way to retreat. Well, he does, of course, with Zork. So he's going to stand in, retreat, double Dragon, double Metal Links, and he's doing 100, but he's gonna need a tool, more or less. Preferably, he's gonna need a Fine Fury Belt, so he gets extra HP. And he'll still do the 110 and knock out my Shaman. But if he does not get that tool, he Lysander's up my Shaman. He's pretty much, there's a possibility that he may have wasted that because all I need is an energy or an AZ, and I can one-shot him with my. Okay, so he's gonna pass. All right, so I got the Verse Seeker, perfect. So this is probably, I hate to say it, but let's see what my opponent does when I grab the Lysander. All right. Pink Mist. Boom! Alright. I got another max. Oh, and I got an N. Great. An N so I can end myself down to 2. And this, look at this hand. This is Pokemon Trading Card Game Online at its finest right here. Look at this. Alright, so a Metal Link's Mind Jack will do 30, 60, 90, 120, 130. And if I put down another opponent, it would do 160. So I could do that. Alright, so my opponent taking a long time. Probably pretty upset, but he's not giving up. So he brings up Bronzong. Let's see what he sets down. Let's go, brother. Let's see what he got since this guy's gone. So that's 2 Shaymins are gone. Alright, so my opponent passes. Alright, you know, even if I Lysander, I mean, I could kill the Bronzong. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll kill the Bronzong, and then I'll just Lysander another Bronzong. Or you know what? Let's do this. Let's get rid of his Zork. I'll make things difficult for him. Yeah, let's do that. I'll make things difficult for him because now he's not going to be able to retreat whoever he sends up. He's going to have to waste either a supporter or Floatstone. And then the only thing he could possibly do at this moment, I don't know what he has in his hand. He could bring up Hoopa and just pretty much, it's going to take me 2 shots to kill it. So he could do that. I got one more Burst Seeker left in my deck. So if I can draw that, I'll be able to Lysander one of these guys. So should be alright. 100, 120. Alright, so 2 shot regardless for Hoopa. And even if I were to get Mega Gardevoir, I'm going to have to Mega Evolve, which is still going to take a turn. And then I can do 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Alright, so yeah, definitely knockout. So that'll probably be the thing to do. And nope, just going to experience share. Go ahead and I'm just going to set up for 1, see what I get. Ultra Ball, what can I Ultra Ball for? Alright, let's Ultra Ball for a Mega Gardevoir and then just Mega Evolve and pass my turn. That's it. And that's it. Let's see. My opponent has a extremely large hand, so I don't know what he's holding on to. He had an extremely explosive first turn, and I was pretty sure I was done for him. But the weakness came in huge. I was able to one-shot both his Tyrantrum and his Giratina with Gardevoir. And that's it. Game over. Alright. And tell my opponent GG. Probably don't care, but it's whatever. Brilliant Arrow. 240. Alright guys, so I hope you like that. Go ahead and jump into one more game. We'll go ahead and get game number 2 started for you guys. So sit tight. Alright guys, we got another deck for you guys. This is game number 2. I see Psychic and Colorless, so that probably means Trevenant. And we're going in up against Flaming Axel. So I don't think we're going to do too well against this deck. And we lost a coin flip, so I think our fate is sealed. Let's see how we do. Alright, so let's start with Jirachi, and put Spritzy on there, and yep, it's Trevenant. Great. So they get to turn one Wally, it's pretty much game over. I can't really do anything. Even if I were to power up and sacrifice my Spritzy, well, he's doing bench damage, so it's not like I can just stall by throwing something up in the active spot and waiting for it to KO. Starts with Wobbuffet. This is cool. So, if we were to get, even if we get an Ultra Ball, it's not going to help us because all he needs here is a Float Stone or Mystery Energy in a Wally. That's all he needs now. He threw away a supporter, so it means he might have a Wally in hand. Let's see what he gets. That's Wally, perfect. Now all he needs is a Mystery Energy and a Float Stone, which he doesn't get. Cool. So, can't do nothing here. This is kind of upsetting. So I'm gonna drop the stadium here because yeah, let's do that. Right, we need an Ultra Ball for sure. Even then though, we can't Shaman. Alright, so we got a ZN, which is cool. So if I could get one more turn without the item lock, I might be able to get this powered up Lugia. So my opponent needs a Float Stone or Mystery Energy, which is possible. However, if he uses Mystery Energy, this is going to be wasted on Wobbuffet, because Wobbuffet... Don't worry, I'm not going to hit Wobbuffet. Alright, cool. Awesome. So, did we survive? Yes, keep them coming. Alright, what do I have over here? No, I don't have anything worse. I don't want to. Alright, whatever. Let's do it. What is this? Alright, let's do that. And we got another fairy energy. Wow. I don't want to attack Wobbuffet just yet because I do not want to. I don't want to get damaged. I need to survive as long as I can. So hopefully my opponent is dead drawing and isn't able to do much, because right now I'm hitting for a lot. Deep Hurricane, I'm doing 150. If my opponent powers up their Trevenants, I can hit him for even more. Right now I'm doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, so not enough. So Deep Hurricane is going to be my best bet, which is going to force my opponent to add more energies. Alright, cool. So I'm glad I put that tool on him. So my best bet right now is to just hit him with a Deep Hurricane. And he put another Burst of Balloon. So my opponent definitely buying time with Wobbuffet. Alright, so... what can I do here? I'm gonna deep... I think I'm gonna... Oh, I can't play Shaman, no! Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I don't even know why I pulled it. Okay, that's fine. Let's Deep Hurricane. I need to start putting the pressure on my opponent. I discarded Stadium. And I get rid of Wobbuffet. That's fine. Man. And I should just... Let's keep Deep Hurricane. Man. Totally messed that up. Alright. Cool beans. So I got Aromatisse. I could do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. It's 80, 100, 120, 140. Not enough. So let's do this. Let's find Fairy Transfer. Then I'm not ready to Hex yet. So Deep Hurricane, get rid of the Stadium, and force him to power up this guy instead. Alright, so let's free as the last Stadium. The Oxes, what? So this is not your average, oh, there goes Jirachi. Okay, so, yeah, let's Sycamore. Cool. I didn't get... I don't think he can kill me. He can Tree Slam if he runs a DCE. I honestly don't think he does. So no. Let's Fairy Transfer him. Transfer to him. Transfer to him. And then done. And then let's go ahead and Deep Hurricane. And then now it's going to force my opponent to add an energy to him just to attack, which means he's only going to do 30. Unless it's DC, then he'll knock me out. And then that's when I can just come in with Xerneas and do damage to the bench, take out 2 Trevenants at once. So nope, my opponent is not going to be able to Tree Slam me. He did put a ring on my Xerneas. Oh. Alright, that's fine. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to Lysander of Shaman. And then what I'm gonna do is, man, if I had my Aromatisse, oh. Okay, so let's gonna get another Spritzy, which I do not have. I do have. And then man, just needed one more energy over here. Yeah, you know what? Let's see if I get that. Next turn, and then $20, $40, $60, $80. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do aerial ball. Alright. See what my opponent does. My opponent has an extremely large hand. I could have probably ended him if I had it. So my opponent's out of Dimension Valley, so at this point he's running low on energies, and yeah, at this point he's running low on energy, so he needs to be conservative. He's gonna have to depend on his float stones to get his drop or to get his Shaman out of the active spot, because once I knock out that Trev, he's not gonna have enough energies for his breaks, because they're gonna require 2 energies. Alright, so there he got his float stone. He's gonna get the KO my Lugia. So alright. And my Shaman. So that's game. Can't do nothing about that. Guys. Alright guys, well, if there's anything you think I could have done better in that matchup, let me know. I could have played the Hex at one time before he dropped the Jirachi. I never ended up using the Hex because I decided to Sycamore. But you guys let me know what I could have done better, what the deck could use to be better. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I definitely don't want to always have like victorious games. Sometimes I need to see the deck fail so that you know, you guys can give me professional criticism and let me know what I can do better. But anyway, that's Mega Gardevoir. Thanks to Randy Camacho again for letting me borrow his list. Honestly, I still am a true believer that Pokemon Trading Card game online has something wrong with its shuffling system, and I think it doesn't truly give good decks show their true potential. I think sometimes the game just I don't know. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comments, and let me know what y'all think of the deck. I appreciate you guys watching. Leave us a like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, and it will definitely help the channel, guys. Thanks. Bye.